Hello everybody and welcome back to GSC for the 6th round here in Rio. I am Matt and I will be of course joined by Danny once he gets to the commentary box, and it is good to be back after the break at last.
Indeed it is. Hello Matt.
Ah, you've made it back then. 3 minutes of practice to go. Safety car peels off as we get onto the final corner. Ovi has already made a massive mistake, he's off the track. Is the race going to go green? Larsson's got a penalty for something. He may have jumped the start, quite possibly. I'm not entirely sure this race has gone green, although the UI says it has done. Looks like we are green. So Larsson immediately with problems. Looks like he went just far too early for the race to actually start. Oh, and James Reed's off there. Jacarepaguá gets himself going again. So disaster for Larsson as we get this race underway. Yeah, I think Larsson jumped the start and that's put him way back. Ovi of course making that mistake coming on to the formation lap, and it just seemed to kind of break things. Larsson hasn't taken his penalty yet. Wonder if he realises he has a penalty. Ooh, Kemp trying to get down the inside of Lee. Lee spun it! That's not why you want to be spinning. Right in front of the field, Steele comes round. Kramer somehow got himself into second here. Jones is 4th, Steele 5th, Lee 6th, James Reed 7th, Richard Strom is 8th, Jacarepaguá is 9th, and Larsson of course Dani 10th. Ovi leading us round to finish lap 2 very shortly. I'm not sure how Kramer's managed to get himself up into second through this first opening lap or two, but that is how things are at the minute. Larsson will have to serve his penalty on the next lap. I wonder if he realises that he has the penalty. So, there. Trying to figure out what's going on here. So Ovi is leading, Kramer is 2nd, Kemp is 3rd, Jones is 4th, Nigel Lee 5th, Sim Steele 6th, 7th is James Reed, 8th is Richard Strom, 9th is Jacarepaguá, 10th is of course Larsson, and he's coming in to serve his penalty this lap. Larsson could have picked up a good advantage over Ellis in this round, but of course this penalty is not going to help him out in that sense. So Ovi starts 4th lap, reaching speeds of up to nearly 240 km an hour as we come into the first corner. Kramer still going around in second. He's got, oh no, I was going to say he's got Kemp all over him, but Kemp's already passed him. Kemp up into second now then. No, Kemp's back behind Kramer. Kramer managing to hold on to second. Kemp desperately looking for a way through. He doesn't want to let Ovi get away as far as he is doing. He's already 5 seconds behind. I don't think Kemp has quite got the pace to match Ovi this race, but he could really do with getting past Kramer, who qualified quite a fair way down the grid. Slight contact between the two. Kemp forcing his way through. Kemp into second then, or is he? Larson has retired. So I wonder if Larson perhaps got disqualified actually. Kramer coming back down the inside of the final corner. Kemp sees him, gives him the room just. Kramer's all over the curbs and the grass. Contact between the two. Kemp's going to have to use push to pass down this main straight to get past, I think, and he does use it. Kramer all over the back of Kemp still, despite Kemp getting past multiple times over the last lap. Oh, Kemp round he goes. I think there might have been slight contact between him and Kramer there. Just have a look at the replay. Was the contact, or did Kemp lose it? There was contact. So that moves Lee into third then. But Kemp trying to find his way back past Lee. He'll be... looks like he's going to have a crossover actually. Can he put it down the inside the next corner? No, he can't. Lee locking the brakes, Kemp doing the same. Kemp's wide. Across the grass he goes, cutting it in the process. We don't need you to be doing that, Kemp. Really looks like he's gone off in the background as well. These two are definitely catching Kramer now, though. Kramer lost about 1.5 seconds on that last lap to these two. Gotta get a flag out there somewhere. Kemp fast his car through on that lap. So plenty of action going on, and we're not even 10 minutes into this race so far. We're also having difficulties with our commentating at the minute because the voice software we're using is having a bit of a hiccup right now. So we're kind of running blind, but Kemp trying to get past Lee, Lee trying to get past Kramer. There's going to be a three-way scrap for second in just a couple turns time. Lee defending on the inside. Kramer wide. Kemp looks like he's going to have the overlap and go around the outside of the penultimate corner. Can he do it? He's a bit too far back at the minute. And he stays fourth for now. Can he do anything into this final corner? He has a look down the inside, but he's too far back and thinks better of it. Larson will be using push to pass to try and get his way past Kramer now. Kemp's doing the same. Kemp with a good run on Lee actually. Into the first corner, he's alongside and he's through. Will Lee try and hang it round the outside and take the inside for turn 2? No, Lee cannot do so. So Kemp is back up into third behind Kramer again. 11-second difference between him and Ovi. Lee coming back at Kemp now though. There wasn't quite room to do that. Kemp all over the back of Kramer. He's looking for a way through into this next corner. I don't think there'll be room because Kramer's not going to see him there. There's no contact. How they avoided running into each other there, I do not know. Can Kemp have the opportunity now as he comes into the final corner? Lee looks like he's looking to follow him as well. Lee's trying to get past Kemp. Kemp's trying to get past Kramer. And meanwhile, Ovi is just disappearing into the distance. Kemp with a good run out of the final corner. Across the start finish line, he's going to be alongside Kramer and should be easily through into this first corner. He is indeed, although he's gone deep. Way deep. Where's Lee? Lee's not going to get past him, but Kramer retook second. Kemp's still looking for a way through. The slight contact. Kemp's on the grass trying to brake. Lee's down the inside now. Lee, can he get it around the outside? James Reed very sideways there. Doesn't lose a position to anyone. He's got Steele behind him, not too far back. An amazing three-way scrap for second going on right now. You can definitely tell that Kemp and Lee are a lot faster than Kramer. They just can't find a way through as Lee looking to the inside of Kemp. Can he make the move? He'll be on the outside for the next corner though. Kemp is going to have the advantage as we come into the final turn. If he can stay alongside, that is. I don't think he's quite far alongside. Wow, somehow avoiding contact yet again. Drifting it out the final corner. Ovi with the fastest lap, 118.0. Here comes Kemp back at Ovi again. Not Ovi, Lee. Getting in the slipstream. He's got to be careful he don't get caught out by Lee. Breaking down the inside, he goes into turn 1. Barely room between the two. So, Kemp managing to take the place back from Lee now then, but he was way locked up there. Kemp straight onto the back of Kramer as well, and Lee is following him. We've got a great race so far, and this is just a battle for second between Kramer, Kemp and Lee. Lee coming back at the inside of Kemp. He's going to try and do the same as he did last lap, but on the opposite side, although he's not close enough actually. Kemp getting everything locked up. Lee back down the inside. Kramer's wide. Kemp! Oh wow! Contact between the two. Somehow they avoid a massive accident. That's got Kemp ahead of Kramer coming into this final corner. Is Kemp gonna make it round the outside? I don't think he will. Lee's coming back down the inside of him now. Too wide out of there. There's more contact between the two. Kemp trying to find his way past. Kramer down the straight they come. Kramer's about to lose 2 places in 1 straight and 1 corner. Does Lee make it through? Kramer, oh my lord, how have they not run into each other? Oh, Kramer in the wall hard. That's going to have caused a lot of damage. I think Lee may have hit him as well. So Kramer making a lot of contact with that inside wall there. Just looking at the replay now. Seems we've completely lost Dani from the commentary booth so far. Kramer just couldn't get it slowed down in time to avoid running into that. And now Kramer's got Reed not too far behind. Kemp and Lee can continue their battle as well. Ooh, Kemp a bit sideways there. What have we got going on further back in the field? Lee's got past Kemp. Where did he do that? Was that coming into turn 2, I wonder? Yes, it was, round the outside of turn 3. Well done, Lee, on that one. So Jacarepaguá is ahead of Strom. In fact, Lee's pitting, so pit stops are already happening. This is going to be a 2-stop race then. Kemp will go through to take second away from Lee. Lee reaching his box, fixing up the damage. Jones pitting as well. just over half an hour to go as we get into the pit stop phase of the race. Lee is away. Where's this going to rejoin him? Looks like he's got a good advantage over Strom, so I think he'll be rejoining in 6th at the minute. Yes, he does. What will Kemp do pit stop wise? What will Ovi do pit stop wise? Is Kemp going to be pitting this lap? We're coming up to pit lane entrance very shortly. Kemp is not pitting, so Kemp will be doing another lap. Kemp was in fact one of the first to pit in Londrina, I believe, which got him the position that he finished in, which was 3rd. I don't think Kemp's got a big enough margin over Lee. We're about to find out though, because he's pitting. Ovi doing the same. So in comes Kemp from 2nd in the race. Ovi already on his way out. Kramer's in as well. So it's going to be a battle between Reed and Kramer in the pit stops and Kemp and Lee in the pit stops. Ovi will be comfortably out ahead. Steele's making his way in as well. Where is Lee in comparison to Kemp? He's probably about 13 seconds or so behind. Kemp's out of his pit box. There's no sign of Lee yet though. In fact, I think that's Lee coming around the final corner now. It is, so Kemp will be ahead. Such a slow pit lane away. Kemp goes off the limiter. He's going to be just ahead of Lee. There's really not much to choose between the two. Just 1 second, in fact. Lee already looking to get past Kemp whilst Kemp's tyres get up to temperature. So after half the race just about, it's Ovi leading from Kemp and Lee, and then it's Kramer and James Reed 4th and 5th. Sim Steele up there in 6th, 7th is Jacarepaguá, 8th is Strom, 9th is Jones, and 10th is Larson, who we think possibly got disqualified, or it could have just been a general retirement. We're not too sure. We shall have to find out later on. 25 minutes just over to go. Strom has just been overtaken by Jacarepaguá as well, so Jacarepaguá fighting his way back through the field after starting from pit lane, of course. Yeah, that's a pretty big mistake from Reed, actually. Did he just get it all wrong under braking? Yes, he did, and round he went. And then, of course, having to wait for the traffic to go through before he could get back on track. So that's promoted Steele up into 5th, then Jones 6th, Jacarepaguá 7th, and Strom 8th. But so far, Ovi still remaining untroubled in this race, and Kemp is on a charge right now. Slightly slower than Ovi that last lap though. 17.7 seconds is what the gap remains at. Oh, Kemp with a contact on that outside wall of exit of turn 1. Seen that a lot from the drivers over the course of this weekend. Trying to carry a bit too much speed through there. Lee taking plenty of curb. We've got Jones catching up still rather rapidly. Oh, Jones always hitting that outside wall. I think he might have done. Certainly got the back end of the car out. And he's got Jacarepaguá catching him at 1.1 seconds a lap by the looks of things. Jones, new sponsor for this round, Hermes. Steele with the car all locked up. Jones somehow avoids that outside wall. That was so close there. Headlights starting to appear. Oh, Jones has gone wide. This is going to give a chance for Jurasek. Where's Jones? Yes, he's off the place. Will he activate push to pass down this straight to try and regain it? I don't think he's going to be able to. That's Jurasek up another place into 6th then. And Reed out the points in 9th. And the final car running. Jones, I don't think he's able to catch Jurasek. Jurasek will probably start to disappear into the distance now. Steele just about getting it slowed down, brakes locked up there. Everyone having trouble with that corner. To the first sequence of corners, I think. What can he do? Rapidly catching on Steele, down the start finish straight they come. Too far back at the minute. Although, whoa, Jurasek way outside ways. Jurasek definitely looking to pick up 5th away from Steele. Steele lost another 1 second or so on that last lap as well, so Jurasek is definitely consistent in catching Steele. Question is, can Jurasek get past Steele? He's got another 16 minutes and 54 seconds to do so. Staying about equal this lap. In fact, Jurasek's pitting, final stop of the race. Can this jump him ahead of Sim Steele though? That is the question. That puts that doesn't put anyone anywhere yet. That will move Reed up into 8th, but Reed will still have his last stop to make. Kemp quicker than Ovi the last lap, and will he be the same again this lap? Yes, he will. 10 seconds. In fact, Lee's pitted, so in from 3rd comes Lee. Strom's followed him in as well. So this is crucial to see where Lee comes out and whether he can be ahead of any sort of traffic. Did Strom stop in the wrong box there? Looks like he may have done. Away goes Lee from his pit box. Where's he going to be in relation to all the traffic? He's got 20 seconds over Andrew Jones. I think he's going to be in some good clear air here. He's got 30 seconds in front, 20 behind. And off Lee goes for the final 12 minutes of the race. So Kemp will not be pitting, Ovi's not pitting, Andrew Jones and Sim Steele have both come into pit lane. Jurasek was in fact trying to get ahead of Jones before this round of pit stops, so it's going to be interesting to see where this puts him. Jurasek was about 2, perhaps 1 second. Oh no, Jurasek was behind Jones, I think, actually. But either way, we're about to find out what's happening between those two. Jurasek is coming down the main straight now, whereas Jones is got side by side with Sim Steele in the pit lane. There goes Jurasek, as Jones managed to get himself ahead of Sim Steele. In fact, it was Steele that came in behind Jones, so it would be Steele trying to get ahead of Jones. I don't think he manages it though. Kramer's pitted from 3rd. These two are going to have cold tyres trying to battle each other. It'll be a quick stop, 10 minutes to go. Oh, Jurasek is off track somewhere if I'm not mistaken, or he's had an issue. I am not entirely sure what's happening with Jurasek there actually. Still flashing the lights to try and force Jones into some sort of mistake. Oh no, systems put Jurasek back ahead of these two now, I'm not sure what's going on there. Kemp still in the pit lane, but I should think he'll be exiting very shortly. Just, is he going to be ahead of these two? I don't think he is, he'll be behind these two then. He's just coming out of pit lane now. In fact, where's Lee? Lee's very close. Lee gaining a good amount of time in that pit stop then. Kemp with perhaps some damage to repair. Still waiting for Ovi to make his second stop of the race. Jones is off. Where's Steele? Steele's going to be through. That's the second time Jones has made that mistake and lost a position from it. I think Steele was marginally quicker than Jones, so it's going to be difficult to say who's going to finish 7th and who's going to finish 8th. Jones doing a good job so far, he's not really had any major accidents. Unlike he did in Londrina, as I say that, he gets very sideways. Very sideways indeed. He's got Kemp coming up to lap him. Kemp takes a lot more curb than Jones there. Jones way wide. Oh, Kemp doesn't want to get caught up in anything here. Jones managing to get out of the way. So Ovi yet to win in this second season of GSC, but it looks like he's gonna redeem himself here. As I say that, he almost spins it. Ellis not turning up and Larson getting a pretty, either a disqualification or a retirement, we're not sure. Richard Strom has just retired. What happened to him, not sure. Stopped somewhere out on track on the second sector. Looks like he's... did he perhaps go in the wall quite hard? He certainly went off track. He avoided the wall, but I think he just parked it in the end. Looks like this could well be the final lap actually. Just 45 seconds to go. But of course it depends where Ovi is on track when the timer stops. Lap 36. I've not seen Ovi make any sort of mistake so far in the race. And he's, well, apart from the warm-up lap actually, but since then he's just taken advantage of the situation and he looks like he's going to be taking his first win of the season. Giving RLD some much needed points in the constructors, even though they were already ahead, so I'm not sure what I'm on about there. That's the race over, time has stopped ticking. Is it the last lap though, or will we have one more to complete? Doesn't look like we're going to have any more position changes. And there you have it, Ovi takes the win for Audi Sport Team RLD as they come into the championship and take the win on their debut. 122.372 kilometers driven this race, 37 laps. Dominating performance from Ovi, 23 seconds ahead of Kemp, who is just coming around the final corner now. Jurasek finished 5th on his return to racing as well. Nigel Leeds coming up to the final corner. He'll be taking 3rd and a podium for 5v5 Racing. That could well be 5v5's Racing first podium actually. Reed was 6th, Tim Steele was 7th, Nigel Lee finishes 3rd. Kramer is going to be his highest position finish as well, 4th for him. If he can keep it on track of course, he's rather wide in this final corner. Around he comes to finish 4th. Just waiting for Andrew Jones, who has yet to finish. So Nick Ovey was first, then it was Gary Kemp and Nigel Lee. Kramer 4th, Chirasek 5th, James Reed 6th, 7th went to Sim Still, Andrew Jones was 8th, Richard Strom 9th, and Larson also 9th, both of those retiring. So of course, we're back next week at Cascavel for the night race, which is going to be very exciting indeed. Looking forward to that one. And we're going to try and figure out what happened to Larson. We'll let you know what the problem was, and look into these technical issues we've been having as well. So Ovi will be pleased with that then for his first win of the season. And we shall see you all at Cascavel for the night race.